So, we're already talking about Hollywood's 2023 slate today. Let's keep that going with some Transformers Rise of the Beasts. So, this is another movie coming out this year, a little bit after that Fast X movie, I think like 2 weeks. And then this movie will drop. So, that's bad news for Fast 10. This movie's had an interesting conversation surrounding it. And I'm not talking about the fact that they use Maximals, no. I'm talking about the conversations that the director of the movie has been having, running around telling everybody that it's going to be a story about Black and Latin culture. I don't know what this has to do with cars that turn into giant robots, but hey, whenever we can put identity politics into a movie, we never fail, do we, Hollywood? So, whenever this happens, I instantly start to think that the movie is going to be shit because you're already talking about woke. There is also the possibility that they could just be running their mouths and being stupid, like most people in Hollywood. They want to try to score in some woke points, and in some ways they don't realize that it hurts the movie. I don't see what this has to do with giant robots, which is what you should be focused on in a movie like this. I think that's all anybody cares about. Nobody wants to go to a Transformers movie to be preached at. But I mean, it is modern Hollywood. You got this, comparing it to the Bay Transformers, which I feel is also probably not the best look because people are pretty mixed on these movies. Why can't you just go back and give us something authentic to like the G1 Transformers? That Bumblebee movie looked like it was going to set that up. That's where I thought they were going. And then, we get this and this now. Apparently, Transformers are about black culture. Okay. Well, guess what? Rumors are the movie is a mess. Shocking. I know you're out there saying, what? You're telling me woke Transformers is a mess? And to be fair, I don't know if it's woke or not. All I know is the director is running around telling people that identity is going to be mixed in with this movie. And it's like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants to go to a Transformers movie to be preached at about identity politics. I literally just want to see cars turn into giant robots and have them fight each other. I want to see some cool stunts. I want to see less humans and giant robot action. That's all I want to see, really. That's it. I want to see Decepticons and Autobots fight with cool CGI. I don't want any bullshit. It's not really. It's not a hard thing to deliver on, but somehow they always seem to have a problem making this happen. So apparently it's a big mess. I was shocked when I saw this. Being sarcastic, I wasn't shocked at all. I expected this movie to be shit. It's claimed that Paramount's upcoming release of Transformers Rise of the Beast is a big mess, and we can add where the heck is all the promotion as the flick opens in less than 2 months. That's also true. We've seen like one trailer for this movie. It's also set to go up against The Flash, which is going to be a huge movie, by the way. They're already pumping out another trailer for that today. For Flashpoint. Yeah, we haven't seen anything on this movie since the Super Bowl. I think they played a spot for it during the Super Bowl, and they've been awfully quiet about it, which makes me wonder what's going on with it. They're just going to put it out there to die? I think it's going to probably be put out to die. So this is according to John Roca and Jeff Snyder over at the Hot Mic. This guy's apparently been dropping a lot of scoops, and he claims that the film isn't even finished. Like, they're still trying to figure out how they want to piece it together. Now, this is why I'm curious to what this film will look like if they really are going to play it at CinemaCon, which I'm hearing. If you are at CinemaCon and you see this movie, I would love to hear from you. But apparently, the film is just a mess, and there's a lot of edits and arguing about the film going on. They have 2 months. They could, for sure, make some changes. They're getting a little worried about Transformers, says Snyder. This is what they said. They said that the Transformers movie has gone through close to a dozen different editing teams that have argued about different cuts of the film. Also adding that the film is a mess and that the studio is trying to fix it. Shocking. Where's the promotion? I don't see any. They point out here there was a NCAA spot, but other than that, there's no buzz around this movie. This movie is probably going to flop. Like I said in the last video where we went over release dates, there's a lot of films crammed into this release schedule this year. A lot of shit coming out. A lot of franchises. A lot of big action films like this. It's gonna fatigue customers for sure. But, we'll see. We'll see how this ends up doing. Oh, they also announced that Kraven the Hunter is going to be R-rated. You should have done this with Venom. You were going to do an R-rated Spider-Man villain movie. The opportunity to do that was with Venom when you did a Carnage movie. You idiots. We're gonna get a Kraven the Hunter R-rated movie. No one gives a shit about Kraven. But hey, remember when Carnage and Venom fought? Oh, we made it PG-13. Sorry about that. People are done. This movie's going to be awful. Stop doing these Spider-Man villain movies without Spider-Man. You know what you could have done instead of this garbage? Why don't you give me a Kraven the Last Hunt movie? You don't even need to connect it to the MCU. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't. It's going to be funny when Sony realizes that they don't need the MCU anymore. Because Spider-Man is not going anywhere. They could still keep making Spider-Man movies even if the comic book genre dies. Because he's that good of a character. What they should do is realize they don't need Sony and start making their own shit. Make a Kraven the Last Hunt movie. That's what I want to watch. Imagine if they did that movie properly. But no, they won't do that. Instead, they're going to give us this pile of shit. This movie's going to be awful. You know it's going to be bad. But you know what would have helped made that Carnage movie better if it had been rated R? You could have literally just had them cutting the shit out of each other for an hour and a half, and it would have been awesome. But instead, you're wasting it on this. They have to make it R because this is the only way anyone will talk about it. I like Kraven, but this movie's going to be dog shit. They have the Rhino in it. Who cares? What are these characters without Spider-Man? Anyway. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.